How's it going, everyone? I'm Keegs, and this month we are going to be getting the next installment in Cal Kestis' story in the video game Jedi Survivor. The first game took place 5 years after the events of Revenge of the Sith, or 14 BBY. This video game is going to push another 5 years forward, so a total of 10 years after Revenge of the Sith, or 9 BBY. We can see that Cal is definitely older now and clearly more confident in his abilities, so I would imagine this would be heavily about him finding his place in the galaxy by helping others. But it's important to note that we're still a full 5 years away from any organized rebellion, so he's probably not going to be joining up with them in this game. I would actually be surprised if he even meets anyone from the rebellion, since most of them haven't even joined up yet, and the ones that have are definitely not publicly talking about it. Maybe like Ahsoka, since she was one of the first people recruited by Bail Organa just a year after the rise of the Empire. There's also a possibility of seeing Quinlan Vos, since he was confirmed to be alive and smuggling children in the events of the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. And we know in the first game, Cal got a holocron of list of Force-sensitive kids, so it would make a lot of sense that there might be a little bit of overlap between the dude smuggling all these Force-sensitive kids and the dude with the list that's also trying to save these same kids. The events of this game actually take place at the same time as the events of the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, though I think it's very unlikely that there will be any Obi-Wan crossover, since either at this point in Obi-Wan's life he's still a broken man, or the events of his show have taken place, and now he's going to be busy working with Qui-Gon. At this point, there are still 9 years until the events of Episode 4 A New Hope, so a lot can happen still between now and then to explain Cal Kestis' missing presence in the original trilogy, whether he dies or goes off on a mission or just does something else entirely. I'm hoping he doesn't die because I like his character a lot, and I think there are a lot more stories that we can explore now that he has fully realized his potential, but I know there are a lot of people out there that are partial to Luke being the only remaining Jedi at the time of A New Hope, but to me, he was never really the only Jedi out there. He was just the only Jedi left that had a chance of taking down Palpatine and the Emperor, which is how I can justify it to myself. We also know that Ahsoka survives past the original trilogy because we see her in The Mandalorian, which takes place in 9 ABY, so that's 18 years after the events of this game. Plus, there's also a handful of other Jedi that survived, and that's going to be a shameless plug for my other video talking about all the survivors from Order 66. Let me know, though, if you're excited for this game, and if you think Cal Kestis is going to survive, as the title of the game implies, or if he's going to meet some tragic end before the events of A New Hope. I'm Keeks, and I will catch you all next time for some more Star Wars content.